Hey everybody, it's Coach David here of CrossFit Strongsville, and I am super excited to kick off the Open and especially the Battle for Pearl Road with you tonight by talking about our announcement of the workout for the rookie division. Now you should also know too, our first week is being brought to you by our amazing friends over at FitAID, so we're excited for their partnership and continued support, so please continue, of course, to support them. So, if you checked out games.crossfit.com, you had the pleasure of seeing a 20-minute AMRAP announced for the first workout. And if you're an RX or scaled competitor, you already know the different standards and weights that you're going to be using for that. So, especially for our rookie friends, we want to kind of just go into a little bit more detail and make sure everything's clear. Alrighty, so without further ado, I suppose, we've got a 20-minute AMRAP. Big surprise, same thing. And instead of doing toes to bar or hanging knee raises, you're going to be doing 8 sit-ups. Now that can be with an ab mat, and I'll be demonstrating those for you as well. You've got 10 dumbbell hang clean and jerks at either 20 pounds for the males or 10 pounds for the ladies. And that is supposed to be performed with 5 on one side and then 5 on the other side. And then you've got either a 14 calorie row as a male or a 12 calorie row as a female. So it's essentially the same workout that's being performed in the RX and scale divisions, just of course with a couple of special modifications to it to make it more accommodating for those who are newer to joining the CrossFit fold. So let's talk about these standards. So first and foremost, it's an AMRAP, right? So that's as many rounds as possible. In that 20 minutes, you'll be performing those 3 movements, and each rep counts, all right? And for the sit-ups, you need to perform those with your feet anchored, all right, by probably the dumbbells that you're going to be utilizing for the hang clean and jerk. So just to kind of demonstrate that, got my feet anchored with the dumbbell there. You have the choice of using an ab mat or not, which I'm going to use one. And all I'm going to do is extend, touch the ground, and flex to touch the dumbbells. And that's going to be a rep every time, all right? So again, feet must be anchored. You have the option of using an ab mat or not. For the hang clean and jerks, very important here. This is a hang position, so the athlete must establish a full extended position from the floor. You cannot go right from picking it up into the catch, okay? Instead, you should pick it up from the floor, establish this nice standing position. The dumbbell can be either in between the legs or to the side. From this point, you're in the hang as long as you're above the knee. So from this position, you're gonna pop it up, make sure it touches the shoulder, that's the clean, and then any form of a press to get it overhead, as long as there's a full extended position with the body and it's under control, is going to count for the rep. So after you've completed that rep, you're going to go back to that hang position and perform the rep again and accomplishing that press however you can. So a push jerk, split jerk, push press, regular strict press with the dumbbell, all those will be acceptable. For the clean, you can, of course, power clean it. You can squat clean it if you so need to, etc., as long as you're establishing that extended position and the dumbbell is touching the shoulder. Again, too, remember, when you pick it up from the floor for the first rep, you must establish the totally extended standing position before descending into the hang to begin. Important note too, you're going to want to perform 5 reps on one arm before you can move on to 5 reps on the other. All right, so if you're starting with your left, you go all 5 reps with the left before then switching to the right side. All right, and for the rower, I don't have it pictured here, but you're going to be accomplishing 14 calories as a male or 12 calories as a female, and the rower must read 14 calories or 12 calories appropriately before you step off and begin your next round of sit-ups. All right, so real quick too, I hope those standards make sense, but here's some tips. It's 20 minutes, all right? So 20-minute AMRAP, that's a long time. It doesn't matter what you're doing, it's a long time. So pacing is very important, especially when you're first going out the gate. If you go out too hard and too fast, what maybe only takes a minute your first round or so suddenly drags on because you've burned out all that good energy you had. So instead, try to think about treating this almost like an EMOM, or slowing it down in some ways, where you say to yourself, okay, I want to perform my 8 sit-ups within 20 seconds to 30 seconds. I'll perform my 10 hang clean and jerks with the dumbbell within another 30 seconds or so. And for the row, I'll take about a minute. So if you approach it like that and say, I want to try to get around every 2 minutes, then you can start to kind of go a little faster or go a little slower, appropriate to how you're feeling throughout the workout. Now, if you go out the gate though and say, okay, 8 real quick, 10 real quick, and get my 14 or 12 real quick, and then you get all that done in a minute and 15 seconds somehow, and then you're burned out for your second round, well, that clock is going to keep ticking, and you're still going to be stuck breathing. So again, pace yourself and kind of have a strategy in mind as you go into it. You're going to be getting the core quite a bit with the sit-ups, and even, believe it or not, the hang clean and jerks and the rower are going to be demanding it a little bit. So be conscious of that. Squeeze and think about breathing into your belly whenever you can. When you're performing the hang clean and jerks, that just a repetitive motion like that for 5 straight will get tiresome, especially for those little itty bitty shoulder muscles. So do make sure that you're doing your best to use your legs when you need to take that pressure off of those shoulders, okay? And on the row, really focus on good, strong pulls, okay? You don't have to be the fastest puller, you don't have to be the fastest pusher with your legs, but you do need to be the strongest, okay? So think about nice, patient strokes on the rower, and especially too, keeping a good, strong back position that you're not compromising, one way or the other. So that's a couple different tips for this one. Again, pace yourself, and definitely consider your shoulders, your core, and for that rower, just be patient. Let that chain actually do all the work for you to count those calories up. Okay? So anyway, rookies, I'm excited to have you on board for this. This will be a totally fun experience for you guys, and I'm definitely just excited to see how the rest of this competition unfolds, I should say. So anyway, you have a great first attempt at your first workout for the Battle for Pearl Road and the Open. Best of luck, and be strong, and I don't know, just have fun. Alrighty? Thanks, guys.